All right, just firing up a little session here. We got a bit of time before heading to Nate's. I don't know when we're exactly going to be heading there, but it looks like we got a couple zone games going. So I'm gonna hop in these. They've been pretty fucking good with a lot of fish, and I'm feeling quite warmed up already. I've been doing poker theory grinding all day, so yeah. It's going to be pretty active here already. Not going to go overly in depth, I guess, on the zone ones because of how quick they are. Already considering this guy probably weaker or fish or something is a massive 3-bet. Don't like it, but like whatever, he could be up to anything. Player 2 or just the guy with a bunch of money. King 4 is pretty cool. Ooh, I want Munker open for sure. I think this can be completed. This also probably can be completed. Don't hate check calling here. Don't hate a bet here. Don't hate a bet here now. I also think a check call again is okay. And probably checking here and maybe calling. I think just a stab on flop is also good, but such a big open. Are we usually calling? I mean, I'm probably going to call even to the bigger size. I'm maybe 3-betting that sometimes normally. But alarm bells, fish. Seems like a pretty unnecessary open size, and he might be imbalanced with it or something. I'm not sure. Seems like 2 fish behind here. I don't hate flatting when there is 2 fish behind. King 9 is the bottom of open here. This is a open. Queen, we get 3-bet 40 times 2.75 is 110. This is pretty des. Obviously fish here. Folding here. 3-betting there. 4-betting there, I should say. Pretty good flop for us. I think we can actually check top set here. Although there is a lot of hands we get value from. He checks back. I think going something like a 31 to jam river is pretty good. He's not going to bet on that card enough for me to want to check. But when we do bet, it feels like there's a lot of hands that call. So the limp strat has felt pretty darn nice lately. I'm not. I really want to lead out here. I don't think I'm going to, though. Obviously, this card sucks. Probably still just checking, trying to show down. Could be worth a min bet when he doesn't bet the turn. We might block against an ace and get called by a few worse. I think still just a check is fine. Yeah, and offing now. I think check folding is fine, but Sixes is bottom of range 3-bet, so we'll mix it in here. 9-6 suited, we will min open, but he's short stack. Here, don't hate checking a king in these, this blind versus blind mono board. He checks back. Am I looking to bet 2 streets here? Seems pretty reasonable. This guy gives us the old cold 4. I mean, I guess I'm just offing this here. Seems like he's got a bunch of 2-pair and straights. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can check turn again. I think going for 2 streets against a fish is reasonable. But he goes for the cold 4. What do we want to do with 6s? Open, format, fold. So big, though. This is getting under bluffed, and it's so big. I'll just fold. The reasons that Munker give us to call, I don't think come into play as much there, but I could be wrong, and maybe we still want to just call. 9-10 suited is just getting 3-bet here a bunch. I think just opening smaller because of this guy. Well, pretty good board. 2225 times 0.2 is 45 books. Tank down, bet. What did I go? I think I would have liked bigger on the turn. Pot was like 3 this time. Still just betting like 100 on the turn. I think I would have liked bigger still. This is so small already. Alarm bells for fishiness for our fishy friend. He checks. We're going to stab. Third. I mean, this to me seems like a bet turn to possibly jam the river here. I think we check call one more. Obviously, this riv sucks. Check folding on it. King Queen, I think, can get just called sometimes, most of the time. I might bluff with like Queen X, King X, clubs. I mean, Buddy's clearly a fish. I'm going to call. This board is kind of interesting. I hate getting raised off my backdoor equity. I really don't hate checking. This is too big. I'll check or I'll fold. And yeah, fold. Question, probably not bluffing on the turn. 8-7 seems close here. I don't hate doing this. This seems close as well. I don't hate doing this. To check now and possibly bluff catch river, although it seems like a kind of a shit idea. We have pretty bad cards. 3-bet this one. Feels like I could squeeze this. Against this guy's stack, I hate it a bit. But maybe I don't hate it that much. I'll just call. Ace-3 blind versus blind also. Sometimes 3-bet, okay. Yeah. This guy's stack kind of fucked me up to not squeeze it. I think it's still probably a pretty fucking good squeeze. I don't need a 1/3, 1/3 type strat here. I mean, we have cards to hit. This guy doesn't even go full 3x, so I'll call. Well played, sir. I wonder about checking and maybe calling this 8 high. I probably would have called. Maybe, oh, not probably, maybe. Buddy check raises is a hand we can bet fold. This is never 3-betting this hand, so I won't do it. That hand, I'm super curious to see what those guys end up having. That's Des. I mean, Buddy's the big stack is a big fish, obviously. Fuck me. I don't know. This hand seems too weak. Let me have 2 overs to the 5. Raise this one up pretty big, I think. Probably. Yeah, this is, I mean, we're in a pretty good spot here, raising ace 10 against this guy. This obviously seems kind of des. I might just go quarter pot. Although I'm honestly not even thrilled with it without a club. I might just check this situation. Nice. Fish scooped. Just check and try and show this down, really. This is des. Probably call. Showdown value, maybe not that much, but an ace or a 10 are probably all right. Just lose here. So Buddy checks back the flop. I think we have a bunch of pairs we're pretty okay with betting a third with. Buddy's range is so wide, but I think he actually has enough bluffs here against 2 people for this size. No. We might want to do. All right. Nice hand, pal. I ain't gonna bother trying to bluff this guy off. If anything, we can just chop. The nut gutter with or yeah, 2 overs and nut gutter. I'm all right with raising it, even maybe without a diamond here. Obviously, now we're just gonna give it up. This feels kind of fucked, but I don't know. Maybe I don't call this. What is this bet? Seems like it could be some amount of it's basically pairs less than king X. I don't see enough bluffs exactly. So I'll fold. This seems tough. Buddy here still has overpairs. I think we have enough showdown value here against his king, queen, queen, jack, queen 10, those types of hands. Maybe, though, we can turn some of those low pairs into bluffs. Does seem pretty reasonable. Yeah, I think deuces maybe gets bluffed. I guess if I'm not check calling. Not even calling 9-10 that often, so I'll fold. Seems like a fine bluff where if all of his random jack deuce, 10 deuce, fold, king deuce, whatever. I like betting, like, do I just jam here myself or do I call? Oh, easy off now. No? Wow. If I would have just jammed the flop, I would have got his stack too, though. Fuck me. Am I gonna try now to blast with this hand? Do we have enough showdown value? It seems real fucking close. I might just check. Do I want to raise here? I might just check call. Check raise in whatever turn. He does have a lot of better flushes than me. Oh, we almost have a straight flush. Truly did feel like we could be able to raise, flop, or turn when he didn't choose an overly large size on turn. Here we don't really have very many bluffs. I might just scale down. I don't know. I think maybe we still just go big. If he has overpairs, he probably won't fold to a big bet, I guess is what I'll mainly try to target. Yeah, super test. Just like pot it. Seems good. Might be able to delay c-bet here. Probably not trying to really go broke with a fucking hand like this in a 3-bet pot, really. I could check back a fuckload of ace-x here, so we're not totally fucked with our checking range. King Jack, Queen Jack, no. Is there enough fucking bluffs here? Seems like maybe not. Six. What in the fucking hell is up with these massive 3-bets? I mean, the buddy's obviously a fish, though. Not gonna fold. I'm probably betting a third here. Probably just betting a pair for this size, I guess. I'll just bluff. Yeah, it does. I don't think I'm going to fold against this guy here in this situation. Yeah. Half pot right away. I'll probably call this hand with the 7 being a backdoor straight draw, overs to the board, backdoor flush draw. Pretty good. Buddy bets and then checks on this card. What's his range? Is like fucking a lot of deaths. I'm probably gonna 1/3 this spot on turn 60. What's his range? Like fucking. Do we get a check raise in at all here? I don't know, man. I think it could just be bigger. I'm thinking, like, am I getting called enough by... Ooh, he checks back flop. We can have a lot of bluffs here. I might just overbet and then make a big bet on Riv. Pretty clear fish here. This board's a little different, but I think I'll still 1/3 it. Pretty shit card. This is a pretty good card. I don't know though. Just take our Jack High Showdown value. Yes, it does. We'll probably call this to 1. Interesting, because I don't think he bets 2 pair of sets, so I might actually just donk out here for half pot and make him fold 2 pair in sets. And then now check maybe. Let him bluff those or just bet tiny. Sure, the tables are being des. 111 times 0.35 equals 38. 40. Yeah, when do you want to go?
I just finished some shit, so I'm good to go. Now I'm good, or whenever you're done your side.
Okay. We got a double barrel here for 75% pot. 3-bet pot.
Yeah,
Something like this.
probably bigger even. So like 200 or like 180, 170. Yeah.
So we might have a showdown value.
It's like
We call this sometimes 3-bet sometimes.
yeah, I think about that one a lot. I think it does.
But it's called small blind versus big blind all the time, I think. But
yeah.
And some fucking.
It's because like what's really nice there is like trying to really guarantee folds from 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s kind of hands. We go smaller, so those hands.
It's being a bit laggy right now. It's kind of sketch. And some pretty fucking good hands right now. It's good. I feel super good after like did like morning theory with Thing, then had my own coaching session. My brain is like so like kind of locked in at the moment. But yeah, I'm down to go. These games are really good. A lot of like right now. I think it's just a few more reg guys, but they fucking.
Oh, I think I'm, because I just I don't know if it's your computer that's lagging or if it's the internet. Because I just fucking.
I feel like it's the internet.
I put 4 videos to upload to Google Drive.
Oh, that's what it is. That's 100% what it is. Because it was.
I probably it's on like max bandwidth.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Fucking, all these star sessions on Google.
Yeah, it's fucking. It's okay. I'll just off it on the next thing anyway. Just don't budget. Get it in before the internet fucks up.
Just shift quickly.
You think Buddy just bets a 10 usually here? You can still have 2 pair, I guess, right?
Yeah, no.
Yes, lost. We got it in good a couple times. This one was, I think it was a fish. I opened on the button with ace jack off. He 3-betted to like $65, which is like obviously pretty fucking huge. I called, board came like 10, 7, jack, rainbow. Or sorry, flush draw. He checks, I bet a third. He jams, I called, and then he just had like ace 3, the flush draw.
Damn.
And like hit. What were you? It seems like you're about to say you consider folding.
No,
there's too much like flush draws, king, queen.
You knew he was a fish?
Well, just no, I didn't know. It just kind of like seemed like he might be considering. You ever flat this? Or you still 3-bet it?
Yeah, just 3-bet it. I think it's gonna be better. If you were like 700 bones deep, flat maybe.
Yeah. Maybe you can. Oh, Taz, we don't have full stack. Whatever. I mean, it might not end up mattering. Super budget right now. Well, what are you gonna do? Might not have got it in.
What?
We ended up. I mean, I guess maybe it worked out. Well, no, we only had a 200 bones though to start the hand.
So yeah, maybe it probably worked better.
Well, although he would have spiked his jack
And
on turn and got budgie, but I might have. Yeah. Fuck.
Did you? So you were gonna send me a such review or?
Yeah, I mean, well, fuck, I could send you, like, I feel like this one, but I mean, I guess there wasn't so much, like, could be particular about the session I choose to send or not, but. Yeah.